The battle was hard fought, but I won. By God, I won. Man, this thing needs a tune-up. What's going on, guys? My name is Matt Omega, and welcome back to Let's Play Jak 2. In the last episode, we've finally been let a little more into what exactly the Baron is planning. Apparently, he's trying to find the tomb of the founder of Haven City, Ma, which is rumored to hold an artifact known as the Precursor Stone, something with vast stores of eco-energy inside it, so, he can, be even more evil. And we are now having to collect pieces of a Seal of Ma in order to find it. And it's been fun so far, as you can clearly see. But anyway, in this episode, we're going to kick things off by talking to Torn. I think Torn. I keep automatically assuming that it's Torn we're going to be speaking to, even though even the shadow could give us stuff by now. Either way, we're going into the underground hideout. So let us see what it is they have for us. Hopefully it won't turn to shit like last episode did.
The Baron's coming down pretty hard. Whatever you've been doing, you've really upset him.
I'm just getting started.
He's brought in new Crimson Guard Hellcat cruisers, making the streets dangerous for the underground. We've already lost 5 men this week.
Your men should be able to take care of themselves. But I wouldn't mind taking out a few cruisers if that's what you're getting at.
Never part of a bigger cause, eh, Jak? Fine. I'll take your help any way I can get it. Bring down all 5 Hellcat cruisers. That should send the Baron a message.
Just in case you need a reminder that Jak is only in on this for his own needs and goals, and not really the needs and goals of anyone else. As long as it furthers his course, he'll do what's necessary. Which just so happens this time to be taking out some of the Baron's new Hellcat cruisers. Because, well, the Underground needs to take them out because, they're dangerous. We want to take them out because it'll do damage to the Baron, and we are always down for that. So they got a nice new color scheme. And, well, also those turrets there. Now, those turrets are actually present on all the cruisers, but these are the only ones that will actually use them. Which is probably the only actual, dangerous thing about these ones in particular. So, much like the, oh, goddamn. Yeah, much like the vehicles they were using to, god damn. The vehicles I'm using to transport the lurkers around, I like to use the Vulcan barrel for these, and goddamn, I need a vehicle now. I need it now, I need it now, I need it now, I need it now. There we go. Don't want this to turn into a mess like last episode did, because this everything does so much damage, damn it. Anyway. Now, where's the next one? Simple enough. Out of the way, please. Alright. Come on. There we go. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna switch here. Yep. Like I never nearly trashed the first one in the first place. God damn it. God damn it. Yep. Alright, now the next one, I think, forget if it's still in the area of the underground hideout or between there and the upper area toward the water slums. Guess we'll find out. Yeah, up further. So I think one in this area, 2 in around the beginning of the industrial section, and the other 2 are up here in the northern section of the slums. Oh. The guards will actually stop looking for you if you stop taking down their cruisers for long enough. Alright, interesting. I mean, I'm going to be getting their attention again anyway, because, yeah. But, Next one. Get back here. There we go. Oh, god damn. Right. If you knock one of those things out and it falls down and explodes, apparently the explosion is large enough to hit your vehicle too and instantly take it out, which of course deals damage to you. Which, of course, in this case means that, cut! Okay, back to where we were earlier. Not gonna be able to take this thing out with the Vulcan barrel entirely. Or will I? No. Alright, well, that's what it is for the rest of it. There we go. Yoink. Yeah.
That should take some of the heat off the streets. Good work. I couldn't have done it better myself.
Oh, thanks for the praise, Torn. God damn it. Okay. Now, the only mission left for us is up here at the stadium. But now that we've finished that particular mission, there is a new side mission open for us that you could see on the map just there. Just around the bend a bit. You know, as soon as I can shake off the guards. Have I actually been through that particular area of this section? I want to say that I have, but... yeah, probably have. I'm just not thinking of it. Anyway. I really need to switch vehicles here. Yep. Come on. There we go. Well, that's the way to get a third jump, I guess. But anyway, in through this area. I'm gonna get this little area of this section over here. Is that pretty nice? Little waterfront here. No, I haven't been this way because that wall's still up. God damn it. So pretty much this is a point connecting the palace to the stadium section here. I really need to shake off these guards. Well, here is where the mission screen is, so I just need to find somewhere to hide. Then we'll be sweet. Okay. Thank God that's over. Now, which way was it? God damn. Alright, up that way. So, this next mission is not an orb hunt. It's actually another one of those, God fucking damn it! You know what? Yep. I should respawn in this area, I think. There we go. Easy. Anyway, so... it's only the rarest of occasions these guys don't dive out of the way. They should dive out of the way all the time, damn it. But this next mission is another special mission. A little like the one where we, flew around the area trying to pick up all those homing beacons. This one actually is quite similar to that, except we're not picking up beacons this time. Torn?
The Shadow needs you to collect some green eco for his experiments. Get all of it before the eco vanishes.
We are collecting green eco. Oh, we haven't actually seen this stuff in its raw form since the last game, so yeah, it's nice that that's still around. Yeah, it just goes to show that although we're not playing with eco quite as much, it's still there. Like, I can't imagine that being one particular complaint people might have with this game coming from the first is that, you know, we've switched over to just complete gunplay and vehicles, and, you know, the eco was part of... God. I was pressing the wrong button. The eco was part of what made the first Jak and Daxter kind of unique in a sense. I mean, they were just our regular power-ups, sure, but, you know, it gave it that kind of identity, but now we're not really using that anymore. I kind of have an argument against that. I mean, we're not using eco, you know, like we did before, sure. But mechanically, we haven't really lost it, I say. Because we had 4 types of eco in the first game. We had green eco, which was our health, you know, self-explanatory. And we still got health crates here, which manage our health just fine, and, you know, that's, yeah. God damn it. Yeah, we still got green eco, bleh. Green eco in the form of the green crates. That still serves our health, so that's still there. We had yellow eco, which fired off projectiles, and we still have that in spades. I mean, that's what our weapons are. They're essentially a replacement for yellow eco, and not just that, but just expanding on the idea of that so much more, because we've got 3 different kinds of weapons. So we're not just shooting projectiles, we've got variety in those projectiles as well. So this kicks the crap out of Yellow Eco by a long shot. Even further, I would say, is what I think replaces Red Eco in this game, which is Dark Jack. Red Eco in the first game was very, very scarce. All it did was that it increased the power of your attacks, which really, it was very situational. Only very few enemies in the game, well, I can only think of one straight off the top of my head, in which you actually needed Red Eco to actually beat them. And other than that, you could just forget it was there, and you know, the game really wouldn't be too much different. Now, granted, you can go the entire game without using Dark Jack as well, sure, but I think it's a much better version of what Red Eco might have been trying to do. I mean, Dark Jack serves as a temporary power-up that, you know, greatly increases our melee potential. And not only that, but, you know, we need to, you know, charge it up by collecting Dark Eco around the place, but once we have it, we're able to use it whenever the hell we want. It's less circumstantial, I would think. It's something that we are much more capable of using whenever we want for a quick power-up, rather than just something that's ultimately just a situational power-up that just doesn't really do much in the grand scheme of things. And I'm missing Eco. Okay, where are we? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I'm just running out of time here, haven't I? Damn it. Really got to keep an eye out for these things, because they are small and, you know, draw distance is still a thing. So ultimately, all that leaves in this case is Blue Eco, which, you know, is a shame that we don't have that anymore, because that is mine, and I'm sure a lot of other people's favorite kind of Eco from the first game. I still say that is here to an extent. That is what... there is a void left there, but I think it's filled at least mostly by the jet board. Because what did Blue Eco do? It allowed us to move faster, and it allowed us to interact with things in, you know, very interesting ways, and, you know, and pretty much, you know, open up doors and all that kind of thing. While the jet board definitely isn't opening doors, it definitely gives us a speed boost for sure, and it also lets us, you know, interact with things in certain ways, and, you know, not really so much interacting with certain things in certain ways, more like giving us the ability to access certain areas in different ways, because now we have a means of, you know, grinding over pipes and going over gaps that we normally can't reach on our own, and again, the speed up as well. It's not exactly Blue Eco, but fundamentally it serves a lot of the same purpose. So for those thinking that the Eco is completely gone and that's kind of a detriment, at least while using it directly is gone, yes, mechanically, a lot of it's still here. Some of it's better. I mean, the jet board, you know, does not bring about the interesting things that Blue Eco did in the first game, that's for sure. So, you know, we still have a loss on that front. But in terms of yellow and red, we have, you know, very worthwhile replacements for them, which serve their purpose to a much greater extent and you know, have a lot more use. And again, the jet board is not Blue Eco, it doesn't do all the interesting things, but I think the big thing about Blue Eco was just how fun it was to use. And so is the jet board. The jet board is really fun to use, and it lets us go around faster, and, you know, more areas are accessible to us when we use it. Though, it all pretty much serves the same purpose. So, as different as everything is, this is very much still a Jak and Daxter game where, you know, Eco, or at least what we used Eco for, is still very prominent. Now, if it's the direction that anyone has a problem with, well, that can be traced back to just what Naughty Dog wanted to do. I mean, they'd already had their fill of, you know, not kitty, just, you know, more child-friendly, cartoonish platformers with Crash Bandicoot. They wanted to move on to something else. And ultimately what Jak 1 was pretty much just the testing grounds for what they could do with a new series. From there, they wanted to take, you know, whatever series they made next into a, like, in a new direction. We'll put more emphasis on the story. And after this, we got the Uncharted series, and that's pretty story-driven and fairly linear as well. But this is kind of the transitional period, and as polarizing as it is to go from Jak 1 to this, it still serves the purpose they wanted it to, and we still have a very beloved series about this. I mean, I don't think I'm wrong in saying that this game has more lovers than haters, as divisive as it is. And, you know, Jak 3 was pretty critically acclaimed as well. I mean, even haters of this game like Jak 3, so yeah. But just to go over all that for no particular reason other than the fact that we were picking up strands of green eco. But, finally, Stadium. What we got?
We destroyed Crew's cargo.
Great! I'll send you a medal. Now, if you don't mind, I'm on a deadline, so
Are
scram.
you always this difficult?
Let me handle this, Jak. Listen, lady, we beat your stupid course, and we can outrace anybody in this city.
Wait, that voice.
Now, there's just two things you need to know. One, we don't want to join your stinking race team. And two, you just lost a date with Orange Lightning. Let's go, Jak.
Daxter! It is you!
Keira!
Oh, I never thought I'd be so glad to see your furry mug. And Jak, you look different.
It's been a tough ride.
The Baron pumped our boy here full of dark eco, and it did something to him. Now he's got super moves or something. And a few anger issues as well.
I've been looking for you guys forever. And planning a way to get us back home. Somehow that rift took us far into the future. I've calculated the time displacement, and
We
I think
found
I've
your
got
father. Well, sort of.
Working with the Underground fighting the Baron. But he's,
What?
You need to go see him. And I need to get to the Baron.
You could try to win the Class 1 Racing Championship. The winner of that big race always gets to meet the Baron in the palace. But you have to qualify by winning the lower class races. There's a Class 3 race starting soon. You can drive for my team. But Jak, we should think about getting out of here. I don't like this place, and some of the people are creepy.
Jak, my boy, I need that ruby key you found, eh? A special client has requested it.
Sorry about that, Crew. I must have forgotten.
Right.
Attention all citizens. The Class 3 race is about to begin.
Well, nice little reunion there. Seriously, you guys are new. Who was there any doubt that the mechanic girl was Keira? I mean, her voice, damn it. It could not have been more obvious, really. But nice little reunion there, but it is short-lived because now we have a race. We can now actually participate in the races that the city is so fond of. So, and now this stadium is actually set up for these races. Huh. Oh, goddamn. Look at the crowd there. A whole bunch of low-quality 2D sprites. Oh, well, this was kind of acceptable back in the day just because of everything that needed to be done. Alright, but let's jump in and start racing. Now, controls are just like controlling a Zoomer. Now, one thing about Zoomers that I never really went over was the fact that, well, now that we have a gun, when you press R1, you shoot your gun. But with L1, you do a little hop, which isn't really too useful, you know, for regular Zoomers out in the field. But here, it's very, very important. Hopping while turning corners allows you to take them a little bit sharper and can seriously help you if you're, if you need to take a turn much tighter than you actually are. So, finally in the races here. Now, do want to go around and use your turbos wisely, and I did not use one there wisely, and god damn it. Alright, can I make this? I think I can. Yes! Awesome. Now, as these are another kind of mini game, as you might be able to tell, and we have a timer at the top. Indeed, we are also able to get bronze, silver, and gold medals from getting certain times during these races. Now, it is required for the mission that we win this race in first place. Luckily, we will have a chance to redo the race before carrying on with the story if we want to after we finish the race, and I'm not getting anywhere with this. God damn, these zoomers are really frail. So I'm just gonna bite the bullet here. So, when I win the race, I can just keep going on with the story. I'm going to keep retrying this race until I get the gold. And there's a very specific and very important reason for that, which I'll be going over once the race is done. So ultimately, the Class 3 race here. The first of the races in the city. So we'll have the Class 3 race, the Class 2 race, and the Class 1 race. Winning the Class 1 championship will net us that tour in the Baron's Palace. So we might be able to get a second round with the guy. God damn it.
Boy, that was close.
Why did I hop there? Okay, so I don't think I'm getting the gold on this one. Now, the gold time for the Class 3 race is 2 minutes 19 seconds. And it's pretty tough. Now, the gun courses can be tough enough at times. The races, I think, are much harder to get the gold in. Especially when I keep doing shit like that. Now, we got 5 laps. So, let's see here. What kind of time are we looking at to finish each lap if we want to really get that gold? What, 2 minutes is what, 120 seconds plus 19, so about 140 seconds. Divide that by 5 is. See, I would have done that in my head quicker, but I'm also trying to focus on the race, so my mind is in 2 places at once. I mean, if I'm lucky, I might get it now. You never know. Damn. Come on. Oh, I'll actually do the math properly in a sec once I actually have time to think. Yeah, with that, I don't think I'm getting the gold. I don't think I'm getting to that finish line in the next 5 seconds. Come on, come on. Yep. Alright. I'm just gonna call that a mulligan, restart here. Oh, I never went over this, did you? Did I? Alright, so you can restart whatever mission you want or quit the game from this, so yeah. Alright. Try this again. What this really boils down to is you want to be able to get away from the crowd at the starts pretty early, so hopping right over the guy next to you is always a good way to get away. And if you can pick up on one of the first turbos, you can launch away without any problem. Now, I've been taking a particular shortcut this entire time and never really went over it. So there's a little bend of the track that we'd come up to had I not been jumping over that gap. But you know, with the turbo and a well-timed, or just a well-timed jump in general, you can indeed jump over it instead. Better to use the turbo, but if you miss it like I did on the first attempt of this, then can indeed make it if you time your jump well enough and aim it well enough as well. If you start your jump at a point where the track sticks out a little more. But, yeah, come on. Oh, fuck. Well, this is going brilliantly, isn't it? Oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. Come on! It's not gonna let me restart, is it? Nope. Fuck. Alright. Guess I'll settle for the silver for time
When is
being.
this city gonna provide some challenge, huh?
Hey, I watched your race today. You were pretty amazing out there.
Oh, thanks. Keira, this is Ashlyn. She's just...
Everyone knows who she is.
And Keira's,
A friend. A very good friend.
Thanks for helping out with that tanker, Jack. You saved a lot of lives. I'm not my father, you know. Ever since I was a little girl, I've looked down at the city streets from that ridiculous palace and imagined a better place. By the way, they're hunting for you. I'd watch out for Errol. I can't protect you from him.
Whoa, she's a Betty. And she likes you, Jack. Not that I can account for her tastes. I bet you'd love to pin some medals on her chest, huh? What? What'd I say? What did you say, Jack?
Dax, when it comes to Jack and Kira's relationship, you just seem to have the strange habit of always fucking literally everything up. Insensitive prick. Now, I could go back in and do the rest again now. Because, oh shit, I'm going the wrong way. Now, I'm not sure if I actually pointed this out the first time we actually came out here to the stadium, but over on this side here, there's a monitor for us. With this monitor, now that we have unlocked more than just the jetboard course, we can now switch around the stadium so we can do certain things. So we can, I think it's been set back to the jetboard course for now, but we can change it so that it will let us do the Class 3 race again. Here's the thing. This monitor here is the centerpiece in a game-breaking glitch. Now, it may not be that dangerous to use it right now. There will be a time when I do not want to touch it at all, but I'm paranoid. Basically, here's the thing. When you switch over the stadium to a race or the jetboard course or whatever, it sets up an objective marker here in the stadium area for you to go and do that. Even after you've completed whatever challenge you're doing, the objective marker will stay there. It'll also be the only objective marker that appears on your map until you leave the stadium area. Then everything else will pop back in if there is anything else. There is a point in the game where that can cause your game to completely soft lock. And therefore, pretty much putting hours to waste. Now, again, there is a chance that it's not that dangerous to use right now, because we are going to be coming back for the Class 2 and Class 3 races, so that's probably going to reset the whole thing, but I'm paranoid. So, the absolute safest time to actually use this thing is after you finish the game. I've fallen victim to it before. Now, this is a known glitch in the PS2 version, and I've tested it myself. It does still happen in the PS4 release as well. PS3, I'm not so sure about. I never owned a PS3. I didn't own the Jak and Daxter collection for that, so I don't know if it's been fixed there. I can say that I'm not sure if it's completely gone in the Vita port of the Jak and Daxter collection, but I couldn't replicate it myself when I tried. So those ports might be safe, but for the sake of not having to play the entire game all over again, I'm going to refrain from touching that thing until after I've beaten the game. So there's 3 precursor orbs. I'm going to have to come back for it at a later point. But in any case, we've finally started doing races around the place. We found Keira. So we found Samos, and now we found Keira. Oh, Samos is, yeah. And, yeah. Well, things are coming along. And now everything's kind of converged again, and we've only got one thing to do. That's to go and see Onan down the bazaar. So that is what we are going to be doing next time on Let's Play Jak 2. So, in any case, guys, thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, my name is Man Omega, and I'll see you guys later.
Daxter, it is you!
Oh my god, the mechanic girl was Keira. I am so shocked. Cannot believe this. Who could have seen that coming?
It's been a tough ride.
The Baron pumped our boy here full of dog.
You guys knew the second you heard her voice.
Now he's got super moves or something.